Check out the Dirty Glass podcast, St. Patrick's Day pod from yesterday. It came out. It's amazing. And then when you're there, scroll down a bit and you'll see the Jimmy Peg episode. It is the most classic podcast you will ever see, and if you haven't seen it, it is fucking awesome. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's your plug, assholes. Now plug me. Back in 2001, I hated having a boss, kind of like me now. I don't like having a boss. I think having a boss fucking sucks. So I wanted to start a bar. So I priced it out. And it's, for one person to start one, astronomically not going to happen unless you win the fucking lottery or the bank feeds you a bunch of money. So what's my next thing? I wanted to sell music. Okay, so I put Catacombs CDs. What happened then? Right then, right as I started the store, 9/11. So we think the pandemic, that was kind of a mini pandemic. Nobody knew what the fuck was going to happen. And what else happened in 2001? Napster was at its height, mp3.com, Kazaa. So I opened this CD store. And I had all these CDs, all these records, all these used tapes and stuff. But what sold? I had this little rack of t-shirts. I would sell 5 shirts to every CD. So that's pretty much what happened. Did it a few years. It did okay. I had some regular customers. Met some local pop punk kids and some new metalers, because you got to think it was 2001. And then I got a real job for a few years. But then I still had this stock at home. And we started a website. We'll sell one thing a day. Well, that one order a day went up to like 20 orders a day, which doesn't sound like that much, but when you're just doing it from your apartment, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we started Catacombs in Kitchener in 2006.
Yeah, because the first store was on Davis Drive in Newmarket,
Main
right?
Street.
It was on Main Street.
It was Main Street when basically everything was a fucking dump down there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty rough down there. Yeah.
How I was never broke into, I don't know, but never were.
And then you were on Davis Drive in for a little bit, right?
Right beside here at Heights, yeah.
Yeah, in where Palace Pizza is in that plaza, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm well versed with Palace Pizza from going to high school there and having a job there and living in that area for so long.
Right.
Apparently Gus died recently, but the rest of them are still there.
Yeah, I remember in 2003 when the power went out, that was like one of the only stores that was still open because they had a gas oven and everything else was electric. Like, everything else was electric. And they're like, no, pizza, it's okay, come.
Pizza and warm beer.
Yeah, warm beer. I mean, I think they had some ice, so they tried to keep it cool, but, you know.
Ian's dad was selling bags of ice for $20. Because right when the power went out, he went to a restaurant or a place and he bought a bunch of bags of ice and he sold it for $20 each. Smart guy.
Yeah, that's entrepreneurial for sure.
That was the weekend where I was working at Kelsey's and I grabbed a case of beer, and what did I do with it? Threw it in the pool. Guess how smart I am. The pool's 80 degrees.
Oh, God. That warmed the beer up.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, because it was right in the summer. I remember
it was
that.
hot as fuck. No one could sleep that night because there was no air, no fans, nothing. I slept 1 hour and then I went to work, and there's this guy Les sitting. Les probably watches this. He's sitting on the patio waiting for me as my cab's pulling in with 2 large drafts. Fuck work! So we got paid for 3 hours to sit there and drink beer, and I went home.
There you go. That's all right.
Anyways, that was the blackout of 2003. Some of you watching this, Google that, because you probably weren't even born yet. So.
Yeah, it's true, right? If we forget how long ago that was literally 20 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Basically, the whole eastern seaboard went down.
Yeah.
And everybody blamed Canada, but it was something in Cincinnati.
There was so many people looting stores that night. Like, that was when there was no backup generators, nothing was set up on a backup, so everything that had an alarm system was completely shut down. I remember there was like a computer store that left their door wide open. They got robbed really bad.
Oh, no, the liquor store, Newmarket, some kid threw a block through the window. Guess who was sitting in the parking lot? Cops.
Yeah, I know. I actually know the people that threw the brick through the window. And then they just ran because they fucking seen the cop, and they were like, "Yeah, well, let's get the fuck out of here." So they didn't get anything. They just broke the window and ran away. Oh, man. So, actually, once you moved to Kitchener, once you opened the store in Kitchener anyways, where were you? On Queen Street?
I was on Queen Street, and then I moved out of there. It became a rub and tug, actually, for like 5 years. But I moved 2 doors down to the old comic store, which, I'm sorry, I can't even remember the fucking name now. But that was actually my favorite store. I kind of wish I never moved there. We painted the walls all black, had Christmas lights around.
Yeah.
The basement was haunted. People wouldn't even go in the basement. They would go across the road to take a shit that worked there. Because I believe the prior owner, before the guy with the long hair, died down in the basement. So it's one of those mind things. It wasn't fucking haunted. It's not it was, but
yeah,
we did pretty good there. It wasn't amazing, but we did pretty good. And that was the height of the website, too. That's when we were getting like 50, 60 orders a day.
Right. Yeah, no, I remember that. And like, then you moved to King Street. Yeah. A lot of people remember that store.
It was right across the road from the museum. Nothing has stayed there since I moved out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Again, it was another haunted basement. My original plan was to actually have like some sort of a haunted maze down there, but it never happened.
Right.
It was a little over my head with the rent and that. It was fucking huge. If you ever went in the Catacombs on King, you didn't even see the whole store. It went back another store.
I remember the whole back section. You had like a huge storeroom, and we used to sew shirts and shit back there, like making bigger tees into baby tees and stuff for custom orders.
I had a plan to have a tattoo shop back there, but that didn't fly. But
yeah,
and I did that until 2011, and then just being a sole proprietor, shit happens, and then I closed it up, and that was pretty much it. But I didn't give up. I kept doing the website little by little, and the last couple years, this Korey's Patches site, which is still technically Catacombs, I've been doing that, and the plan is, hopefully by the end of this year, next year, do something. A smaller version, a stripped down version where it's just metal and punk.
Yeah.
Maybe just open weekends. It'll be in the Kitchener area because this is where I live and it's where I'm going to fucking die probably. So that's where it'll be. I know everyone's like, oh, go to Toronto. No, fuck that. Kitchener's cool.
But here's the thing, right? There's competition in Toronto and the rent's way higher. There's a whole bunch of different factors that makes it not work as well. And like, when we have these little sales that we've been having, there's people coming from Sarnia, from Peterborough, from Newmarket, from everywhere.
The last one we had people from Barrie, Buffalo, Sarnia, Windsor,
right.
Newmarket, Keswick. So, and if the next one is April the 1st, 141 Morgan Avenue in Kitchener. It's the Chicopee Community Center. Come out. And when you come out, I'm not someone that begs, but I'm just saying, this is one more step. Everyone that comes out, everyone that spreads the word, it's one more step to reopening the Catacombs, hopefully this year.
Yeah, so come out and support. Help us out. You guys want the Catacombs back, because I know so many people in this area and from outside this area that know that store like really well, and they miss it. So.
And another thing that I used to do too is promote shows, which I haven't done since 2012. The next one, July 15th, I'm going to say, there's going to be an after party. I've got to work with some people, but there's going to be like a cheap $5 after party show after, which is just 1% in the works right now.
Even if we got to build a stage in our backyard and invite the neighbors over so we don't get the cops called on us, we're making it happen. You know? I'll get some we got some plywood behind this banner, so we could just pull that out, put it on some blocks, get a stage happening.
What banner? We're in Las Vegas. That's the window.
Yeah. I mean, I think they can see the side here on some of it, but it's okay. We got some plywood. We'll build a stage, regardless. Make it happen. Why don't you show some patches and stuff? Because I know you got like so much exclusive stuff that they don't really care. There's
hundreds and hundreds of patches. And I'll say one thing too. Some people are like, well, how come you only got like 1 or 3 of these things? I try to be kind of like, I can't think of the fucking word. An exclusive store.
Yeah.
So you go into Hot Topic. Let's say they'll never have a Dismember patch. They're going to have a stack like this. So everybody in town's going to have a Dismember patch. And so much of our business is local. I want it to be like, okay, well, that guy's got it. That guy's, what got it. And that's it.
Right.
So that's why I only get 1 or 3 things. That's honestly God why. But anyways.
It's more exclusive.
Yeah. So we got the Dismember patches. And this is just a few of hundreds, maybe over 1,000 now. Yeah. Asphyx. Good thrash death metal band, Asphyx. Some old California thrash metal, Agent Steel. Come on, you want that for your jacket.
DRI.
Hellhammer. Some super strips here. We got Cradle of Filth and Iron Maiden. One of my favorite technical death metal bands there, Atheist. Greatest name for a band ever. Got some Viking metal there, Unleashed. Cradle, I know they're popular, but I know that automatically means they suck, but actually I really love Cradle of Filth.
Yeah, I used to listen to them back in the day.
Danny Filth's a short fucker. When I played a show with them, I'm 6 feet, and he was here. So he's got to be under 5 feet, and the guy had fucking boots on.
Yeah, he wore big platform boots too, eh?
Hate Eternal, Toxic Holocaust are touring soon. Havoc, who I believe are touring with Toxic Holocaust. Impaled Nazarene, some more black metal with a bit of death metal influence. Yeah, there's your stack of patches.
It's a lot of stuff that people don't carry, right?
Yeah, you're not going to get it in a corporate store like fucking Hot Topic, and if you do, it's going to be $12. Right. Those patches there are $6.66. Most of my patches are about $5, though.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the premium ones. Those are what, from...
Those are from Mexico.
Those are imported, right?
Yeah.
We got to pay a little import tax on those, so you got to charge it like at least $1.50 more, right? So that's good.
And we got a few shirts of the few. I don't carry a lot of shirts, but so when I do, I try to get some really good shit. The sale coming up, there's going to be a $5 table. These aren't $5. A lot of closeout shirts, so just keep your eye on that. Even if you want to come and buy them and resell them, I don't give a fuck. These ones are a little bit more money. They're various prices, but whatever. You've got your Razor. You know, our local rider plays drums for them. And then you've got stuff like some old school death metal thrash, Malevolent Creation, The Ten Commandments. One of the first CDs I owned was that, actually. And then Rotting Christ. Funny story about them. I played a 2-day fest with these guys, and we got their VIP passes. We're called Rotting, by the way, if you don't know. And then this is a complete classic death metal.
I remember
old school shirt.
This.
I had the one with the good logo. This is the new shitty logo. The old one Barnes owns, so they can't use it. But yeah, that's like the new one. There's the logo on the back. I actually sold my original with the old logo for $200 on eBay.
Because they had like a more like
it looked like a splat.
Yeah.
And then I'm more of a death metal guy than a thrash metal guy, but you've got your fucking Testament. You know, fucking one of the first death metal singers was Chuck Billy, even though it's a thrash metal band.
Right.
And then one more, my favorite goth metal people.
Yeah, they're a very interesting band.
Typo Negative. I saw those guys 4 times. Fucking awesome band.
I remember you bought me a Typo Negative CD when I was little. And then, like, the year after, they were on the soundtrack for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, if you look at their YouTube things, they're up to, like, 100 million views, some of their videos, something like that. So,
because it was like, I remember listening to it, and it was just like, it was a different experience. Like, you just get a CD in the 90s, you didn't know what the fuck, because this stuff was not promoted like that unless you got into a movie, into something like, it was like, what, Pepsi Power Half Hour or something?
YouTube didn't come around until 2005. I know some people, what do you mean YouTube's not new? Or hasn't been around forever? No, it didn't come around until 2005.
Yeah, before that there was like very little ways to watch videos, like music videos online. There wasn't really anything going on. In the 90s it was just Much Music.
Well, some bands came out with
Much Music doesn't even have... Yeah.
They play fucking Seinfeld and Friends.
They
fuck, man?
They play stupid old TV shows now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, check YouTube out for bands' videos, though, because there's like everyone says, well, there's no bands with videos anymore. There's an awesome band from Florida called Inhuman Conditions, and they've got like 12 fucking professional videos. So yeah, there's still videos out there. You just gotta watch YouTube, that's all.
Right. And if you're a local band watching and you need a video, hit me up, because I do video shoots too, actually.
I'd just like to say, today's podcast has been brought to you by the Red Lobster Biscuits, the only place to buy fresh lobster in the Kitchener-Waterloo area. Yeah. There's this other place. I think they closed down, though. Yeah, on University, I think it's like a fucking sushi place now or something.
I think it's going to be a sushi place,
yeah. I heard it's a sushi place. Or they're going to rip it down because it's a dump.
Yeez is taking over.
Yeah. So, the sale's coming up. It is a 3rd garage sale. This one's not a garage sale. I actually got a community center for this one.
Yeah.
But I like the name of it. So, yeah, come out. There's going to be, as I said, a $5 table with tons of fucking shit on it. I'm going to have the import t-shirts, the jacket patches. I got 2 huge boxes of all out-of-print DVDs. I guess all DVDs are out of print now, but like a lot of shit like Vital Remains and Discharge and SOD and Lamb of God and a whole bunch of, I know, like DVDs are kind of cool still because they've got the extras where you're not going to get that online usually.
No, yeah, you can't find most of the stuff.
You know, and I got stickers, I got some premium flags, some regular flags. I just put together a whole rack of posters today. Some of them are used, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It means I bought them in the 90s, so.
Right, a lot of that stuff's classic and you can't find it. And even like a lot of the shirts that are going to be on the cheaper side are stuff that's out of print now. It's shit that he's had sitting since the Catacombs actually shut down and it just didn't move for whatever reason. Now you guys can buy it up and if you promote it properly, put it on eBay, you guys could sell it for 3 times, 4 times as much as you're buying it for easy. Easy. Some of the shirts probably worth $100 and he's selling them for 5.
Yeah, just want to get rid of some old stock, that's all.
Yeah, you might as well.
And again, about this after party show, after the next garage sale on July 15th, anyone watching this, if you're in a band and you're cheap, because I ain't paying you thousands of dollars, you want to play, you get a hold of me. You know how you probably know me personally. Just get a hold of me and let's fuck shit up, man. Let's have a big slam pit after the fucking garage sale.
Right. And if we do it in the backyard here, we got a pool too, so you can have a mosh pit going on in the pool.
Yep.
We'll just have to fill it up the next day. That's all.
And if any ladies would like to come and join the hot tub and you have your new bikini to show off, hey, I am okay with that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got the hot tub kicking. Everything's going on. I think it would be good if we might even put them on top of the shed. We'll have the stage right on top of the shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Set up a couple amps.
No, I know you listen to all types of music. First off, first 5 metal bands that come to your head. Doesn't have to be your favorite ones. First 5 to come to your head.
Well, Pantera. Slipknot.
I felt the air rise up in me, kneel down and bear the stone of this.
Cradle of Filth.
Now I'm across the deep and into it waves, like when the masquerade.
You put me on the spot here with this.
That's why the first 5 to come to your head.
Oh, Slaughter To Prevail.
What if it's a
Alex the Terrible's a fucking maniac.
Yeah, that fucking, and they have a really nice sound. Honestly, they're fucking good.
A lot of the hardcore gatekeepers don't like them, but it's whatever, man. It's like a death metal Slipknot. I like it.
This is the point. Like, I don't really listen to metal anymore like that, but they're good. They have like a good vibe. They're rhythmic.
Real breakdowns, not fucking bullshit core breakdowns.
No, definitely, they're good. Like, I loved Slipknot back in the day because they were different, and the same thing with Slipknot when they came out. Like, all the gatekeepers, as you call them.
Well, the thing about Slipknot is they got these 12, 13-year-old kids into the gatekeepers. It was a gateway band, and people don't realize that.
Right.
Even though I was, like, long in the thrash and death and black metal by then, I liked them.
Right.
And, like, the Heretic Anthem is a straight-out fucking death metal song.
Yeah.
And so is People Equal Shit.
Right. No, their second album that people think is their first album, the self-titled one. Yeah. That was like one of my favorite albums.
I think the first one was like Kill, Mate, Something, Repeat. I can't remember.
Yeah,
honestly, I've heard it once. I heard it on
I think I've heard like
Napster back in 2000. That's it.
Yeah, back when downloading music became a thing, and then Metallica sued fucking Napster.
And a lot of guys in Slipknot, a lot of people don't realize this, were in Anal Blast, who Rotting played with several times, who are straight up porn fucking death metal, like Leviticity or something like that. So, I mean,
like, you guys played with a lot of bands.
I did.
A lot. Because you did,
did the Milwaukee Metal Fest, we did the Ohio Death Fest, we did the Chicago Death Fest, did a bunch of fests, even local fests.
Yeah.
I think our biggest show in Toronto was with Cannibal Corpse. We took Dark Funeral's spot, and a lot of the scene kids that night thought we were Dark Funeral. Got off stage, holy fuck, we saw Dark Funeral with no makeup, man. And then one fucking kid has me sign his Dark Funeral fucking CD. I'm like, right on, man, yeah.
That's actually really
I
fucking
signed it,
funny.
Rot On, Korey A.
That's fucking hilarious. It's actually really fun.
That was our biggest show in Toronto. I think of my favorite one, and I can't remember if you were there or not.
I don't think I was at that one.
That was 2002.
I was at Cryptopsy.
Cryptopsy was a shit show. That was awesome.
Yeah, at the cathedral.
When Cryptopsy played, someone fucking broke the whole shitter. And then the second we played, I think a lot of people thought, oh, local band, nobody's going to be into it, so they're with their drinks. First drum beat, all you see is a fucking sea of drinks all over the fucking place.
Yeah, the fucking
people jumping off the stage and shit.
Yeah, I went crazy that day.
And then my favorite show was at the cathedral, same place, Rotting. It was a makeshift show just after 2001, actually.
Right.
Rotting, Exhumed, Skinless, and Cataclysm. Every fucking band was awesome that night. We did SOD, Fuck the Middle East, which the whole crowd was singing. As I said, it was right after 9/11, so it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I remember like a couple of shows that were just like small little local shows in Newmarket at the fucking, what was it called? The youth center.
Oh yeah, we did
Christian
those.
through.
Yeah. The one at the community center was awesome.
Yeah.
Some brutal death metal band playing in front of 300 fucking new metal kids jumping up and down, and fucking my dad's security and all those guys don't know what the fuck's going on. So the next time we played, not a lot of kids were into us as much, but they had like fucking 30 security guards in front of the stage thinking that shit was going to happen again.
Oh, yeah.
We played a bunch in Newmarket. We played at Sub-Zero once where we actually won the Battle of the Bands. But then the owner brings us in the back. There's 2 joints sitting there, a bunch of beers. He's like, you know what? You guys were good and you won, but I don't ever want you in my club again.
Like, too much shit got broken. I cannot deal with this. This is going to cost me too much money.
Well, the thing about Rotting is we had the death metal crowd, but a lot of punk rockers and skinheads were into us too. So, because we had that punk vibe to us. Even though I'm the only punk guy in the fucking band.
Yeah,
it was just the violence and the hatred of the fucking lyrics. I don't know what the fuck it was. Even though we're all pretty happy-go-lucky fucking people in the band, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because you're more on like the hardcore side of things, like on the punk, the NYHC. You got that tattooed.
New York hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
No, I grew up on a little bit of metal, and then I got into hardcore, and then I heard fucking Death, Obituary, and Autopsy, and then I was a death metal kid after that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me quite a few Obituary CDs over the years when I was young. At least 2 or 3.
Yeah, and check out the new Obituary. It sounds like World Demise, one from like 25 years ago, so they kind of went backwards, which is good. I like that.
It's interesting.
It's a very memorable, every song on it. So.
Yeah, I remember Obituary being like just pure fucking thrash. Sometimes they just like change in the middle of the song, tempo changes, riff changes, fucking it's in a different key now. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
He's an original singer.
Very interesting.
He sounds a bit like Chuck from Death, but a little bit more screamy.
Right.
And guttural.
Yeah. Yeah. And even just the music, it would just completely fucking change, and then it was like, what? Like, what just happened here? You know, it was kind of confusing listening to it a couple times, but then I got into it. You know, I liked more melodic shit though. Soulfly was good. I fucking love Soulfly.
They're really heavy now.
Sepultura.
Soulfly started as a new metal band. Now they're pretty straight up death metal.
Yeah.
They had actually David Vincent from Morbid Angel sing on one of their albums from like 12 years ago.
Yeah, eh? Yeah, because Max left and now he does the Cavalera Conspiracy.
Sepultura, yeah. Well, no, he's still in Soulfly.
Oh,
he left Sepultura. He
left Sepultura a long time ago.
In 97.
When he started Soulfly.
And then Igor left Sepultura, and they're doing the Cavalera Conspiracy, and they're also doing a band called Cavalera, which is old Sepultura songs.
Right.
So, this Soulfly is still a thing. They have the new members every album, but I've still never seen them live.
No. That was, The Primitive was a fucking interesting album, honestly, like...
Jump the fuck up.
Jump the fuck up!
Yeah.
It's Corey Taylor singing on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, they had everyone from Corey Taylor to fucking John Lennon's son, Sean Lennon. They had him on
Yeah,
a song.
I think Buddy from the Deftones, Chino, was on that.
Yeah, he was on that. They had some like Brazilian rappers on a track. That was an interesting album. Yeah, it was the first time I really heard something like when they fuck with the panning and like the size of the sound at the same time, and you're like listening to it and the thing's traveling. It feels like it's going around in a circle as it's fucking like it's trippy, very trippy.
They have a song called Prophecy. That's the greatest song. It's probably like 15 years old now.
Yeah, Prophecy's good. I think that wasn't that on? No, that wasn't.
No, it's kind of a mid-range when they started getting heavier. Out of the new metal stuff.
Yeah, it is. It was on a different album, but yeah, that's a good song too.
But speaking of new metal, I was going through old ticket stubs yesterday. You know the band System of a Down?
Yeah.
They opened for Fear Factory in '99.
Fear Factory?
How fucked up is that? Fear Factory is amazing, but they're kind of like mid-range, where I'm not the hugest System of a Down fan, but they're like up here. They played the Skydome and shit, you know.
Yeah, but they weren't up there back then.
No,
they were still on their way up.
They skyrocketed it up because another band that me and you saw in '99 was Kitty with Disturbed. No, that was in 2000. The next year, 2001, Disturbed with this big fucking radio-friendly band.
Yeah, because Disturbed opened for Kitty.
Yeah, I fell asleep during it too. I still don't like Disturbed. They got like that one song, Down with a Sickness. It's only because you've heard it a million times.
Yeah,
it's catchy.
It's just a catchy song. It's not like, yeah. And then I seen Fear Factory with Kitty at the, what was it called?
Probably.
No, but it was the other side of it. It was the warehouse. It was the warehouse back then. Government's been closed for a few years now.
I've seen Government a few shows there. I saw Type O Negative there twice. I've seen, believe it or not, Smashing Pumpkins there.
Yeah.
It was a good show other than the fucking Fangirls ruined it. Other than that, it was alright.
Last time I was at Government was like a week before it closed, and my buddy had tickets there, and I got into like 4 fights. It was just a club then. It was like fucking different rooms. I was in the hip hop room. Somebody shoulder butted me. I called him on. We fucking fought on the dance floor. And then you have the DJ coming in and Pat's like, "Hey man, leave the dance floor for the goddamn." And then it's like, all right, we just kind of stared each other down and then walked off.
The only hip hop show I've ever been to is I saw Ice-T at Fufuni Electrique. It's like a metal bar in Montreal.
Yeah.
In 2010. Let's see.
I think the only hip hop shows that I actually went to were the ones I was performing at. There's a couple that I didn't actually perform, but like my friends were running it, or you know what I mean. So I was like backstage. That video you were watching the other day with Tom McDonald and Mad Child.
Now I am proud of the man I become. Yeah. I'm finding someone that I know again.
Nova Rockefeller. I met her when she...
Donald, give us some comments below. I have no opinion on Tom McDonald.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Because I think he's got an agenda on both sides. So that's all I'm going to say. And that's not liberal or conservative. I think there's an agenda going there. It's not what you think.
Yeah.
So tell us what you think about Tom McDonald. If you've never heard of Tom McDonald, check him out and listen to the lyrics.
Right.
It's interesting.
Yeah, he definitely... he's talented. Like musically, whatever.
He's Canadian, which I didn't know till recently.
Right.
Because he comes off as an American.
Right. But, yeah, he does come off as American. Well, he's trying to fit into that, like, kind of on the conspiracy side of things, but not really. And he does say a lot of shit that's kind of true, but I don't know, whatever.
What's his name from Parks? Was it Parks and Recreation? Where the fuck?
What?
Isn't that the show? The guy, he does that video and he shoots the fucking guy and he has the fucking choir behind him and shit.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now.
Oh!
What the fuck is that guy's name?
Childish Gambino.
That's alright. I don't really like the R&B stuff in his music, but the hip hop's okay.
He's in the Spider-Man movie, the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay.
He's actually a big actor. Yeah, he's gotten pretty big.
I did that exact description to a friend of mine that only listens to like hip hop and stuff. Yeah, I like this one guy. He's like shooting people and he's in some fucking restaurant. He sees himself. Oh, that's the guy from Parks and Recreation. Well, fuck off. I've seen that fucking show twice. I've never twice over.
Yeah, I don't watch that show, so I didn't know. I didn't get that reference, but when you explained the music videos, I understood who it was. He's actually a big actor. He's gotten into some decent shows and some decent movies and stuff, right?
I could see him on Psychopathic Records. Touring with fucking ICP and fucking all those... What's his name? Stitches.
Yeah. God.
I'd like to... If you're watching this, we'd like to have you on the podcast. I'll even pay for your plane ticket.
Yeah. What you gonna do with it?
I put that brick in your face. Now what you gonna do with it? Now what you gonna do with it?
Legend.
I'm gonna cut the Stitches video right there. What you gonna do with it? I'll put this brick in your face. Honestly, the first time I saw Stitches as, like, anything, I was working at Dangerous Dan's downtown Toronto, and and my manager, Sherman, at the time, he's a CPA now, he's a certified accountant, but he showed me this shit on his phone. He's like, look at this. He's like, just put it there, and he's like, look at this, watch this fucking video. And I thought it was a joke. I really thought it was like a spoof. I thought it was an SNL skit. Like, I really thought it was some kind
he
of...
means what he says, that fucking guy. We were living in Victoria Hills, and I had my laptop out on the bar there. Look at this fucking loon.
Yeah.
And I ended up watching it like 3 times in a row because I couldn't believe what the fuck I was seeing.
Right. That was the same basically thing that happened to me.
And fucking this song Molly Cyrus is just jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, by that time he had a lot of other songs. And then, like, his fans are fucked too. Because, like, he'll rip open flour packed up like a brick. And these guys think it's coke.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is he can tour Canada.
Yeah.
The hardest country to get into in the world. He's a big coke dealer, and he's coming in.
Well, I think it's actually, like, his family's down there and stuff. Because he's from, Dade County or whatever in Florida.
I'm a dope dealer, and I'm from Dade County.
And they do, like, they move a lot of coke down there. It's in Miami and shit, right? But, like, maybe not him specifically. Or maybe he's just, he never got caught doing his shit that he was doing. But, I don't know. I don't buy it completely.
He's on South Park. Some old lady comes out of her room and they start playing Stitches.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense.
I could see fucking Cartman listening to fucking Stitches, hanging out with Stitches too. That's an episode for them right there.
Oh, that's definitely an episode.
He's my friend Stitches. He comes around.
Yeah. And he's just got the fucking, like, tattoos on his face and shit. Just keeps saying, I'll put this brick in your face, like, every 10 minutes. Like, every scene they cut and just starts that video again. That would be a hilarious episode. So if the creators of South Park are watching...
Because you never fucking know, right?
You never know. You never know. And, like, big celebrities like to steal shit from little guys. So,
I heard that Howard Stern, when it was just like message boards were big before social media, he used to troll people.
Oh, 100%.
He would get bored and sit there on his computer and troll people.
Oh, I see that in his personality, though. 100%. No, even, like, I know for a fact that my lyrics from when I was a rapper got stolen by people that were, like, just a little higher in the industry than me. Not even, like, big artists, but people that were, like, higher up in certain circles and, like, whatever, and had some airplay. They listened to my songs because I had them on Twitter, and they followed me back. And then I heard this guy's song, and it was my lyrics in the fucking song. And then I look at my Twitter, and he unfollowed me. I'm like, you see that? You see that? I'm like, alright, that's cool. I'll take it as a compliment,
Back in the 90s, we used to play Barry all the time. There was this fucking asshole band called Park. They're like, this funky and groovy fucking band.
Right.
They would talk shit about us nonstop and all this other stuff. But they got a hold of our demo. They actually took our riffs and put it to their shitty fucking music.
Really?
But where are they today? Nowhere. Where am I today? Well, not really anywhere, but at least I'm still out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, Rotting was a very influential band. Like even back then in like 99, when the internet was still fucking getting its grounding, back in the chat rooms like MSN and ICQ and shit, I used to talk to people in the States and they knew who you were. Like, they knew Rotting.
Oh, I see in the odd interview, like 1 out of 1,000 fucking interviews I read, somebody will actually put like their list of bands that influence them and writings, and I'm like, oh, cool, you know.
Right. No, it feels good. Definitely. And the industry's very different now. But like the people going through like the underground channels, they definitely get a lot of inspiration from that, you know.
And I'm not really into a lot of new death metal bands. The only newish band I like is Nails. We're not even fucking new. But
No,
it's
it's
not
just...
that it's bad. Right now, the most technical singers, the best fucking guitar players, bass players, drummers are there. Because people are fucking practicing their asses off more than ever. Because we just drank and fucking... I never smoked dope, but everybody smoked dope and then we just didn't fucked off.
Right.
The thing is now, there's no fucking hooks in death metal. It's just riff, 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 riff. Sing, 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 sing. No, you got to get your grooves in there, your hooks in there. Nothing's catchy. That's the issue. It's not that it's bad. I won't badmouth any band. Right. Well, I will if you're a Christian band, but that's a whole other fucking thing. But it's not that it's bad. It's not fucking catchy, or it's already been done. You're fucking ripping off. And I know it's hard to be original. Rotting would have lots of fucking shit. Well, they're good, but they're not original. Okay, but I mean, still, you just need your catches, your hooks, your fucking catchy choruses. Even if you're singing guttural and you can't understand the vocals, someone listens to that song a few times, they're singing along. Look at old Cannibal Corpse, like Vomit the Soul or something like that. People are singing along to it.
It's true.
It's just not catchy.
They'll find the lyrics, and they'll read the lyrics, and they'll understand it after that, and they'll fucking learn to sing with it. 100%.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's what's happened. Yeah, but no, that's an important factor. Like the hooks and the grooves to try to like grab the attention, even just musically and sonically, like trying to grab the attention and pull it that way and making it more energetic during certain points and then like repeating that part. That's a very important part of any music.
Well, I was in a band for a couple of years called Sewer. Shout out to Dan and fucking Korey and Brian that were in that band. Some of y'all watch this. We had a song, and I know doesn't sound politically correct. I don't even give a fuck. Called "Raped by a Bull Dyke." We would play that song in front of people who have never heard the fucking song. They have no idea who they are. By the second time that chorus is coming around, they're singing it along with us.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Just have the catches, the catchy choruses. It's it's not hard. And but maybe I'm just old and fucking set in my ways, and just whatever.
Well, I mean, I think people in metal especially have steered away from that because this is like how they view pop and rap and shit. And like some metalheads listen to rap. Like a lot of the shows that we went to were very mixed, and then you go to metal shows and you see the same fucking people there because it was the Rock Pile mostly in Toronto.
I never did go to the Rock Pile. It's still open.
Yeah.
I'll go one day. I finally saw a picture of the front of it. I thought it was like an old plaza or something, but
no,
it's like an old stand-up.
It's its own standalone building.
I heard the people from the cathedral have something to do with it, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
Maybe one guy. If you went there, you'd know at least two of the guys that kind of run it.
Yeah. I heard Daggalo Abortions is coming back to Waterloo, and I'm fucking going. Third time in a year.
Yeah, there you go.
Be my 12th time seeing them.
Yeah, we went and saw them on my birthday.
Yeah. We saw the whole show. It was fucking fun. Hung out with Cretan after.
Yeah.
Fucking saw them in the summer. Saw one song.
Yeah, we had a good little after party there across the street.
Hey, it's a punk rock show. The fucking headliner's not going on until 12. We'll go at 11.
Yeah.
Walking by, there's Ryder in the parking lot or something. Hey, they're playing the last fucking song. Oh, whatever. Yeah, last song. But yeah, the after party at the dive bar was cool. So.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe!